You will spend around 6 years of your life hallucinating. Every night, your body switches off and your brain builds an entire world out of nothing. People you've never met, places that don't exist, stories vivid enough to wake you with your heart pounding. And after a century of science, we still don't fully agree on why. So what is your brain actually doing in there? When you fall asleep, you don't just switch off. You ride through cycles, roughly one every 90 minutes, all night long. Most dreaming happens in a stage called REM, rapid eye movement sleep. Your eyes flick rapidly beneath your closed lids, and your brain lights up almost as much as when you're wide awake. The first REM period arrives about 70 minutes in and lasts only a few minutes, but each one gets longer, and by morning a single stretch can last close to an hour. In total, you dream for around 2 hours every night. 3 to 6 separate dreams. You just don't remember them. So why are they so strange? Why can you be late for an exam, standing on the moon, and talking to your childhood pet all at once, and not question any of it? The answer is which parts of your brain switch on, and which switch off. During REM, your emotional centers fire up, and the visual areas paint all the imagery. But the prefrontal cortex, the rational part that plans, judges, and notices when something makes no sense, goes quiet. It clocks out for the night. And with your inner critic asleep, anything goes. Time jumps, faces morph, and the impossible feels completely normal. Now the big question, what's it all for? The leading answer is memory. While you sleep, your brain replays pieces of your day, strengthening the connections worth keeping and weaving new memories into older ones. It's why sleeping on a problem genuinely works. But here's the twist. Some scientists think dreaming isn't about remembering at all, it's about forgetting. Every day you soak up far more information than you could ever need, and left unchecked that clutter would tangle everything together. So the brain may replay connections in order to weaken and prune the useless ones, taking out the trash and keeping the network clean. Which brings us to nightmares. And one theory says they're not a glitch, but a feature. It's called threat simulation. The idea is that dreaming evolved as a safe training ground. Your brain throws you into danger, being chased, falling, facing your worst fears, and lets you rehearse it over and over with no real risk. For our distant ancestors, a mind that practiced escaping predators in its sleep may have reacted a little faster when a real one appeared. It could be why the same anxious scenes repeat. The unprepared exam, the endless chase, the sudden fall. Your brain may be running drills in the dark. Dreaming also comes with some delightfully odd rules. You forget fast. Around 95% of your dreams are gone within minutes of waking. Try to read a sign or check a clock in a dream, and the text warps and won't hold still because the reading part of your brain is barely switched on. Your dreaming mind also almost never invents a brand new face. Every stranger you meet is someone your eyes have genuinely seen and forgotten. And while you dream, your body is deliberately paralyzed, a safety switch that stops you acting out the chaos in your head. When it misfires, people get sleep paralysis. But sometimes something remarkable happens. You realize you're dreaming, while the dream is still going. This is a lucid dream. The logical part of the brain flickers back on inside the dream, and suddenly you know none of it is real. For some people, that means control, flying on command, walking through walls, rewriting the story as it unfolds. And it's more common than you'd think. Surveys suggest more than half of people have had at least one, and around 1 in 5 have them every month. You can even train for it by checking reality during the day or keeping a dream journal to spot your own recurring dream signs. So why do we dream? Honestly, we still don't know for certain. Maybe dreams file our memories or sweep out the clutter. Maybe they rehearse our fears or quietly heal our feelings. The truth is probably all of these at once. One nightly process doing several jobs while we lie still in the dark. What's certain is that it's one of the strangest things we all do. Every human who has ever lived has closed their eyes and slipped into a private universe of their own making. And tonight, you'll do it again. If this gave your brain something to chew on, hit like and subscribe. Sweet dreams.